Hello everyone, if you're here, it means you like Dr. Myles Munroe. Our job here is to share simple messages. Today, we are talking about his message on 5 kingdom keys for business success. It is God's plan for his children to be wealthy and successful on the earth. Getting a job is good as it helps you to keep up with your basic needs and even sometimes helps in the establishment of your business. It even keeps you busy and kills idleness. God created you for a particular work and not a job. This work is your business which no one can fire you from. When you have a job, it means you are employed, you are working under somebody. He can fire you at any time, toss you around as he wishes, and you can't complain because you are kind of tied to the little money which your employer gives you. Your own ideas and creativity cannot really come out since the company, for instance, is not your idea. You just have to do as you are told. If you are honest with yourself, you will agree that being your own boss is more fulfilling than being under another person who sometimes suppresses your own ideas. When you are doing your work, which is the purpose for which God created you, you live a better life knowing that you are a solution bringer. Starting a business means bringing a solution to a problem that you have noticed. It seems difficult at the beginning, but you need not fear, because as a kingdom citizen which you are, God has a model which he has put in place to help you excel in the business sphere. In Genesis 1 verse 28, it is written, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in them. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air and over every living creature that moves on the ground. The 5 keys to business success are buried in this verse. For your business to succeed, this verse is your watchword. The first key that God gave you is fruitfulness. Many of you have read this scripture 1,001 times and have always seen it as God telling you to have children. That is right, but in this case, let us also hear what God is telling us about establishing in the business world. All the great and renowned businessmen we know in the world built their businesses around this scripture. Being fruitful is synonymous to being productive. Fruitfulness is productivity. To succeed in business, you have to be productive. If not, you will be a copycat and you will still fail. First, you need to come up with a product which you will base your business on. This product is your idea which stems from a problem which you have discovered and want to solve in your area or the world at large. After you have come up with the idea, you have to take the next step to implement it, something like a prototype. There is no guarantee whether or not it will work or fail firsthand, but you have to try. You have to try until you have come up with a stable product or strategy on which you want to build your business around. Remember that it is not always going to be easy, but you have to try in order to know. The second key is multiplication. When you have produced something which you want to build your business on, you have to multiply and replicate. You have to massively produce your idea. If you just come up with a prototype and don't multiply your product, you will have nothing to offer the public. When you are done coming up with your product, you need to do it again in the same way. Make as many samples of your product as you can. You are able to gain the trust of your market when you are consistent in your product. A situation where 2 samples of the same product from the same person differ in certain aspects brings doubts to the liability of the product. Multiply your product in a way which will serve the purpose for which it was originally created. But having a warehouse full of your inventory still makes you poor. You have to distribute it, and that is where the next key comes in. The third key is to replenish. Replenishing is the same as distributing. When you produce and multiply, you need to distribute it. It will be useless and pointless for you to stock a massive amount of goods and do nothing with them. Come up with a system, a plan which allows you to send out your product to the final consumer. Get into the market with your product. Marketing your product brings people to the awareness that there is a solution to their problems around. In order to do these, you have to come up with a good distribution strategy and system. You have to strive to make your product known in the marketplace. Define your own system. The fourth key is to subdue. Subduing the market is generally taking control of the market. Being unique in your product is a good way to subdue the market. Instead of being confused, releasing A today and B tomorrow, focusing on a particular detail that makes you unique and outstanding in the business world. When your tooth aches, the first person you think of is a dentist because it is his specialty. You don't think of an optician. When you subdue, instead of getting a salary, you get a fee of your choosing and convenience. The fifth key is dominate. This comes automatically when you have successfully subdued the market. You become lord over the market. You are a winner. At this point, your business is doing the work for you, while you rest and observe. It is very true that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Implementing these keys will not be easy, it will take a while for you to pull it off, but be persistent and you will get into a realm of abundance. Thank you for watching. We hope you've been blessed by this video. If you felt encouraged, please share with others who might equally find it encouraging. And also subscribe for regular updates.